Hi everyone, welcome to the Dark Helmet Racing League Season 8, round 6, I think we are. We are at Road America tonight. Some big accidents to go over, me being one of them. So let's get it through this. First one is Thomas. Sorry, Rob. Alright, so Rob said he was having issues with his brakes, but I think to be consistent with other incidents that were similar over the seasons, I think this one's going to be a 5 for avoidable contact. Yes, he had no brakes, but we can't know that from outside like this. So it just looks like he bails through the corner and goes bowling. So we're gonna give him a 5. And the word of warning: don't change your calibration settings just before the start of the race. Otherwise, stuff like that could happen. Try to give yourself at least some time in the warm up to test them. And everyone else here, except for Morgan's. Morgan's is a little contact with Troy here. That one I'm going to leave as racing. You just be cognizant of moving under braking. It's corner 1, lap 1 after standing start. That's right into the braking zone. A slight move, but it's part of to be expected in the start of the races. So it'll be a racing incident. The other one, though, his 4X is not for that racing incident. And poor Troy here, just also unlucky. So noted for these two because they're the ones that got the short on the stick there. Ross. Porsche's evil there. All right. So this is still lap 1, but this is now part where the track is stabled out, not just turn 1, where everyone's kind of jockeying for position. So let's watch it in the braking zone here. The orange car is in one line and then moves to the right and during the braking zone. So that is moving under braking. So that'll be under the 19, the orange McLaren, not on the Porsche, moving under braking. And yes, he did get the raw end here and is crashed out because of it, but penalty still stands for moving under braking, which is only at 1 point because of all the other stuff that happens usually when you move under brakes. Oops. So that the other side of that is Morgan, so noted. There. I think Courtney was trying to let Caesar go, but she does the right thing here, staying on normal line, but try not to lift on corner exits. Corner exits is a really bad place to lift to let somebody go by. So try to be farther down the straight, let the cars exit the corner fully, get accelerated, and then just bleed off to one side or the other to allow the other car to go through. There's going to be no action. Just want to see if there's something else that presets this that looks a little weird to me. No, really nothing very close. See here. No, not gonna go any further back than that. Not exactly sure why that contact had to happen there. There's plenty of room to the one side or the other. Could have gone further to the right. Feel like he was trying to switch over. Just at the same time, just bumped in the back of him and bailed out of it. I'm just gonna leave this one. They have contact a lap later, or a couple corners later. And this will be on car on the inside here. This car here because of the lack to get to apex here. What we say is you have to make apex to be saying that you're in control. So down the inside and not making apex. So there was no overlap until basically turning point, well, braking point. There's overlap at the very beginning of braking point. A turn in, they're side by side, but it's up to the car on the inside to make apex there. The car on the outside had given enough room. That's a 2.5 for avoidable contact to the 280. Let's just watch the rejoin here. Chase. Unsafe rejoin. Did he get a 1x? Because he specified this. Change this. The car gets a 1x. we changed the severity of the save rejoin. Where are we here? There we are. So no, the car did not get a 1x there, so this just stays as a unsafe rejoin. Which is a single point. Okay. Off the 1x's again. Minor incident where we are. Right here, Logan. Yes, that was close, but I also made sure that I got all the way across. So let's make sure that I was right here and go into Morgan's car and see if I caused him to have to change his line or anything. I didn't feel safe on the outside of the corner here with the group of cars coming, so I decided to get across the track. Yeah, so Morgan had no change in pace there. And it made it so that I could get the other side of the track here. No action there. Philip. Oh, he has a kick spin in the Corvette. I almost did this. Well, I did do this numerous times in practice. I think he'll tow from the spot. Let's just make sure. Yep. Sometimes towing from those kind of spots is the only thing you can do. You don't know how much damage you have, and you don't know any other effects you may be having. Tow. 30 tires. No action. Whoa, actually. This is going to be the same. It's going to be a one. I got to make sure for 1x's as well. Be consistent. Where's our incident here? It's a feature, I think. That's the race. Yeah. So in the point of getting it back up to speed while rejoining. So the rejoining phase stops once you're kind of in control and up to speed here. So it's a little bit unsure where to be, but we're gonna give a unsafe or it's a 2.51 improper rejoin for this one. Where did it disappear to? Oh, that one. So this one I'm just gonna put it directly into the report. Okay. Turn off the 1X's again, otherwise everything's huge. Go back. Noted. Everyone comes across the line. And Phil has a 2X after the line. So as previously stated, we don't like post-race crashes, but as long as you're not taking anybody with you and you're not bouncing back onto the track, we're okay. Just be aware that if this does go wrong and you bounce or take somebody with you, it's a 5X or a 5 point penalty. So it's a pretty huge penalty to take just for having some fun. So just be careful. Leave that one noted. All right, feature. Me being a moron. All right. So I get a pretty good start. I start going for this gap through the middle here, but I mistime it. If we walk this forward slowly, you can see I'm trying to go through the gap between the two Porsches here. I feel like I had way more passing speed on the blue Porsche here, but I guess I didn't, and I moved over on him. He ever so slightly moves left, but I'm not gonna fault him for that at all because I moved way farther right than he moved left. So this whole sequence was initiated by me. And I should know better. I am the race director here, so I'm giving myself a 5 for avoidable contact. So Christian here, I think he manages to survive this quite well with a much more turmoil going on around him. So noted for him just because of my involvement. Springer's an innocent victim there as well. He'll be also noted. for being involved. There's Brandon Potts. I came right across in front of him, gave him nowhere to go, and he got pretty good damage, but noted for him as well. Logan here just kind of drops into a hole right around that, and I guess he got on the brakes actually just as he saw the incident in front, and with it being two wheels into the grass, it just speared him into Troy, who yet again gets unlucky that he's in the middle of something. He spins off. So this one's going to be a racing incident between him and Troy. Good avoidance there. No action for Ryan. Unfortunate for Michael there. He'll be noted. And Patrick, these are all part of the same incident. Patrick does. It's unfortunate to get rear-ended there and then get clipped again. And Jeff was part of this as well. Just try to keep it locked down on the brakes if you're sliding. I don't see the brake lights on. And is that who's pushing you? We've said this before at other races. If you're pushing somebody, you gotta be on the brakes here. That's Michael. Like, there's no attempt to stop the accident there. You're just pushing. I'm not gonna penalize you because of everything that's going on here, but you gotta be on the brakes in the situation. You can't just drive through the car in front of you. It prolongs the accident for everyone. It actually drove him back across the track in front of everyone else. So I'm just going to leave this as noted. Hopefully this is almost done. Good avoidance on everyone in that one. And Philip, I think, is the last one that got involved. All right, so we're finally done. Good decision on the rejoin. Good decision here by reversing and getting a better angle to rejoin that. And then was careful to rejoin out of the way. So no action there. This is the one he has the contact with. No action. Very smart move by not moving farther back. That was close. Very smart rejoin. Thank you very much. Just to hate that snap. It's like the car's bottom out and just lose all downforce. Let's see what reverses. And then wait for a gap or. Yep. So no action. Bill. It just gets unsighted and crashes into the wall by trying to avoid the rest of the accident. Springer. Still trying to get it back to the pits. Ton of damage on this. Gets more off tracks and everything. Logan. All right, there was one outburst from Logan, which might have been there. I can turn on the voice chat actually. Yeah. Yeah, we have a strict, like, no chirping kind of policy here, so this will also get a message here. And technically, we're supposed to give a 5 point for chat abuse. I'm going to use my discretion here and bump it down to a 2 point, actually, a 1 point. Let's leave that kind of message off the voice chat completely. I don't want this kind of stuff to kind of get out of hand, and if we just keep everyone to the same standard, then nobody will get out of hand. Everyone realizes what we're here to do, which is have a good time. Okay. And to be fair, it's not a brake check because they didn't brake, but also they lift for a corner like that, which is some people do. This is also a bronze driver and a silver driver, so we do have mix up two classes here, so different talent ranges and everything like that. So noted for this one. Bill trying to drag this thing back to the pits. Having one heck of a first lap here. Turn that off now. No action. Morgan has a 2x. Ugh. Action. Ryan. So we already have an issue in the straight, which is getting squeezed off the track, which is Thomas's up alongside here. And you just kind of squeeze him off the track. He has every right to be here already. There is overlap. You have to give space. So at this point, it shouldn't be a surprise that you still have a car alongside. As we go into the braking zone, Mustang just comes over a little too far. Yes, the Mustang or the Mercedes had a little bit more room to go to the left, but once you get them to here, you really should not be squeezing the other car completely off to the side of the track. The driver has overlap. He has right to his space. You need to leave him room. So this is on the 616. Let's just see. Thomas is redoing. I'm fine with that one. Just noted on his side. Ross. Porsche doing Porsche things. A little bit. Yeah, good decision. So that. Old tires. So nobody else here. Any rejoins? Fine. Action. That was really dangerous. Cars. Oh, driver of the 42. Driver rejoin. I know the other driver didn't get any incident points there, but reversing 90-degree across the track while cars coming, 2.5 is the minimum I can do. That was dangerous. I do have dangerous rejoin, but I'm being nice because dangerous is 5. Frankie running out of gas here, and Logan pushes him across the line, so they both get 4X's here. No action. All right, so that's it for tonight. Quite a lot of incidents. Sorry for my involvement, and hopefully next week we can all have a cleaner race, and I'll have a bit better time. All right. Tuesday in the MX5s, we are at where are we at? We're at Snetson. So join us for that if you would like to, and if you have not joined the iRaceControl 3 hours of Sebring, uh, and you want to, please follow the link in the special events section of the Discord here and follow the link to get registered. Thanks, everyone.